You ever notice how just changing where you're standing can change, well, absolutely everything you see? It's a huge idea, right? Not just in life, but especially in photography. Okay, so let's really dive into this whole idea of perspective and see just how far we can take it. So it all starts with this basic photography technique called highest point perspective. And the whole idea is super simple. Find the highest spot you can to shoot your subject. It could be the top floor of a parking garage, a simple ladder. Heck, even just standing on a chair in your own living room. Just that little bit of height can totally change the composition and give you a fresh angle you've never seen before. That's simple enough for everyday stuff, right? But what happens when technology lets us completely redefine what that highest point even is? I mean, what if you could get higher than any chair, any building? And then, suddenly, you can see this. This is so much more than just a photo of boats in a bay. It's a completely new way of seeing the world. From this high up, a chaotic harbor just transforms into this beautiful, almost perfect pattern. This is the incredible power of aerial photography, a perspective that, not too long ago, was literally the stuff of dreams. From way up here, it's like the world's hidden geometry just reveals itself. A familiar coastline becomes an incredible piece of abstract art, full of shapes and textures you would never, ever see from the ground. It's a perspective that just completely challenges what you think you know. And this is where the real magic happens. A simple bike ride turns into this grand cinematic scene. It's a story of adventure playing out against the raw power of nature. It's the ordinary made absolutely epic. But of course, a tool is only as powerful as the person using it. So who's the person who saw all this potential in this new perspective? Let's take a look at the human journey behind these incredible images. So, meet Paul Prescott. Now, his journey didn't start with drones. No, it started right on the ground. Back in 2000, he cycled 5,000 kilometers across India, and that's what sparked his passion for photography. By 2006, he took a huge leap. He quit his marketing job to go all in. And his talent? Undeniable. In 2013, he won a massive creative award that proved it. But it was 2017 when he took the biggest leap of all, applying his unique perspective not just to his photos, but to the entire industry. Now, what's really fascinating here is why he did it. He saw the life of a travel photographer from the inside. And yeah, while it looked like pure adventure to all of us, he knew the reality. It could also be incredibly lonely. And it was that feeling of isolation that actually sparked his next big idea. He realized the problem wasn't just about finding a new angle for a photograph. The real challenge, the game changer, was finding a new angle for the entire photography business, one that was built on community instead of competition. So, on one hand, you've got the old-school stock photo industry. Photographers working alone, competing against each other for commissions that just keep getting smaller. But on the other hand, Paul built a totally new model. Amazing Aerial is a real community. It fights for fair prices, it treats photographers like partners, and it builds direct relationships with clients. And he started small, just 5 photographers back in 2017. But wow, that idea of a supportive, human-first agency, it really took off. Today, that small community has grown to 160 photographers, spread out all across the globe in 60 different countries. It's a true global network of artists, all united by this shared vision. And as Paul says, it's really more than just a business. It's an entire ecosystem. He calls it a human agency, and it's a place where creatives feel supported, not just used. It's about building a legacy, a community, and earning a fair price for their incredible work. So this new perspective, first in photography, then in business, it just kept getting bigger. It led to an even wider view, a global mission to put our entire planet in focus. And this brings us right back to where it all began, to his original motivation, long before the agency or any of the awards. His core mission, his why, was always to use his camera to help people connect with the planet, to feel like they have a real responsibility to protect it. So the work that Amazing Aerial does, it's about so much more than just pretty pictures. It's actually a tool for change. Their photos and their environmental magazine, they show us the world's incredible beauty, but they also pull back the curtain on its fragility. They tell stories of our impact, both the good and the bad, all to inspire a new perspective on our one and only planet. A photo like this one, people harvesting olives, it's not just some nice pattern from above. It's a story. It's about tradition, about cultivation, and about our direct physical connection to the earth that feeds us. This kind of perspective helps all of us see that bigger picture. So, we've gone from a simple photography tip to a global mission, and it all comes back to the power of perspective, which of course brings the question right back to you.
Look, you don't need a drone or a whole new business to change your perspective. It can be as simple as just finding a quiet moment to see something familiar, your job, a relationship, a personal challenge, from a slightly different angle. That small change in your own elevation can make all the difference in the world.
So, I want you to think about it in your own world, whether it's your career, your creativity, or your community. Where can you go to get a new view? What's your highest point?